Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the first weekly episode for the month of May 2026 for Dedication Around the Nation courtesy video marketing series and interview series because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see come up today is for last week's episode, which was April 29, 2026. Thank you to Robert C. Ford, poet right here in New York City, because he was a return guest interview, and it was very, very cool. But what was even more cool was the fact that we celebrated our full 6-year anniversary last episode, and that was with Robert. And we started this, I came up with this idea of this video series, April 2020 when the pandemic hit. Nobody was doing anything, gigs went away, Concert Series Project 142, it all came to a screeching halt.
Yeah, just one of those.
Exactly, exactly. So at that point, I hit up Chip, the owner of PPI, and I said, let's start a video series. 6 years now, new season, new episode. Today we have a new interview guest, and this is Lucy Morningstar. So thank you, Lucy, for being here today. And Lucy is a composer, screenwriter, musician, and a vocalist, as you're going to hear. And this is an original composition that Lucy is going to perform for you today. It's all yours.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Great to be here, and congratulations on 6 years.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What is the point of all this chaos and destruction? It's causing me some mental eruptions. They're trying to lock us down, but I won't stick around. I'll make my way out of town. I'll hop a train, I'll take a plane, no matter what it takes. They won't wreck my name. They're trying to keep us down. Don't know if I'll ever come around. The society we're living in is to keep us from being free, and it's clear to see they are trying to lock us down, but I won't stick around. I will climb out the window or hide underground.
All right, Lucy. So now you said that is going to be released pretty soon. This is a new composition. Right.
Produced by Delroy Pottinger and myself. This new song, Society, will be coming out later this month. So stay tuned, and thank you very much for
You're welcome
the premiere.
very much. So live links in the text description area to Lucy's Facebook. She has two, right? And I'll have both links. And I'll also have a link for Lucy's YouTube channel as well. So I encourage you to go on, support Lucy, become a subscriber to her channel, you know, do all that, click all the links and all that kind of thing like we do with mine.
Yes.
And because it all helps for not only her music, but certainly to kind of keep that whole evolutionary growth going, which is the whole point of doing all this.
Keep the support circulating.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
Go.
So Lucy Morningstar Entertainment is actually a company that I've worked for, but this is with your partner, Michael, right? Michael Brown.
Yes, Michael and I are a part of the entertainment world in a few different ways, and Scott and I were lucky enough to cross paths through my company and the work that we're involved with in mascots and costume characters.
Right, exactly, because this one right here, and you're going to see it on your screen, so this was a gig this is how we connected. December 11, 2025, that's me in the middle in the Santa, and I did that for them. It was one of Lucy Morningstar's gigs, and we hooked up, and I went out and put best foot forward. It was a slam dunk. That was a wild
We
gig,
knocked it
man.
out of the park.
We definitely knocked it out of the park. And then what happened was about 3 weeks ago, I did the Easter Bunny for Lucy, and again, Lucy and Michael for Lucy Morningstar Entertainment. So again, live links in the text description area, but what was even more cool was last month, but March, we ended up doing an episode where we sang happy birthday to Lucy's mom, Anita!
Yes!
Yeah, that was so cool.
So
It was her
sweet.
birthday, so Chip and I sang happy birthday to Anita.
What a blessing.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
was a lot of
guys.
fun. That was a lot of fun. So, point is with Lucy, this particular one, before we go on to some dedication business, this was a gig you just did in Delaware, like a couple weeks ago, right?
It was. I was at University of Delaware.
Right, and it was a luau party, correct?
It was a luau, and I was playing guitar and ukulele for it, and it was on campus where they were having some lunch and island-inspired eats, and it was really beautiful,
That's
luau
cool.
style for,
That's
for the
cool.
kids on the campus.
That's cool. I saw this picture and I said, man, I got to use that for our interview. So this is why I cropped it down and made a poster. I actually gave her some flyers to take and hand out. Yeah,
Dig that.
absolutely.
Thank
Yeah, it's
you.
cool. So one more about Lucy, then we're going to move on. And this is a little side note. This is for is it your cousin Melanie with Howard, the dog?
Oh, yes, my cousin Madeline and
Madeline,
her
I'm sorry.
dog,
Right.
are asking for some support right now.
Right. So about 10 days ago, and the reason why I said I saw it and I shared it. So you're going to see it on your screen. Howard's a beagle. He's 6 years old. He had a nasty accident at home, and apparently he's on long-term recovery now. Extremely expensive. If you've never had a pet, believe me, I have one. So do you with Sage. So point is that, and unfortunately, add insult to injury, she lost her job as well. She was given, notice. So outside of her control, I guess, if you will. So there's a GoFundMe. That's my point. You're going to see that on your screen. Live link in text description area to help them out because everybody needs a little help at this point in time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I have some
Thank you,
dedication
Scott.
business. Oh, you're welcome. There's a dedication business I want to put out. This is a follow-up to the April 19, 2026 Jazz Brunch, Scott Albertson, John Boboing return gig to Pearl Street Station, 53 Summer Street, Malden, Massachusetts, longest operating restaurant in Malden, right? 40 years. So the next photo you're going to see, because I talked about it so much about the food at Pearl Street, which is like out of this bloody world, right? So I finally put a face to the food. You're going to see the next photo come up, and thank you, Bob Hilbert, for taking this photo. But this is Chef Felipe. This is the gentleman, the wizard behind the kitchen door. And I got Chef Felipe out when we were doing the gig and introduced him to the audience. Because I always hear people talk about him, but I never met him and I never saw his face. So thank you, Chef Felipe, for all that you do at Pearl Street Station Restaurant. Bob Hilbert. So this is a Sarah Bradlee Fulton statue. Now, you probably don't know about Sarah Bradlee. She was an American Revolutionary War heroine. They call her the mother of the Boston Tea Party. Right?
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they just had a statue ceremony, actually erected it in Medford, Massachusetts. It was April 20, and I was there for that event. We've been promoting it now for like 9 weeks on this video series. So this is now the next photo. Well, I followed Bob Hilberg around because he was all duded up like Captain Isaac Hayes, and we were taking pictures of him. So this is Bob, and congratulations to Bob because he got some of the small businesses in Medford to donate. So good for you, Bob. And this is Medford Optical. Live links in the text description area. And one more to clean up some dedication business. I was at I got statue on my brain. Staten Island Zoo on April 25. I was doing a nonprofit event for Gotham Whale, right? And when I was there, I took this photo. This is Gracia, and Gracia was the young lady who took care of the whole event. It was her event. She was the director of it. So thank you, Gracia, for having us. Thank you for your gracious support of Gotham Whale and certainly making us feel very, very welcome when we were there. Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor of the Dedication Around the Nation Weekly Courtesy Video Market Series and interview series such as today. You're going to see that logo on your screen. This was a concert series started by retired minister here in New York City, Dick Leonard, in 2010. Dick opened up his home for artists and musicians to come in, didn't charge them for the space. Dick also had refreshments. It was all free. It was really cool up until 2013. It actually outgrew Dick's home. And then what happened, because Dick got to know me from me performing in his home as a Project 142 artist, he approached me and said, look, can you take Project 142 over? So I said, fine. So I made it a nonprofit for him, created the logo, created the website, created social media. It had none of that. Made it a mobile concert series here in New York. And right up until April 2020, right? That's when the pandemic hit and everything shut down. That's why we started this video series. And now that led us to, for example, Lucy Morningstar and Michael Brown. Really, really, really cool. We have 2 birthdays today that Lucy and I are going to celebrate. Number 1 is Corky. You're going to see that on your screen. The Corkinator down in Florida. We miss you, Corky, in New York City. Very, very sweet lady. She came to a lot of my personal gigs before COVID. And the next one is for tomorrow, May 8th. And that's somebody that Chip knows really well, Sharon Brand. It's Sharon Brand's birthday, May 8th. So we're going to sing happy birthday to Corky and Sharon. Please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Corky and Sharon. Happy birthday to you. High five! That was so cool. And that deserved a horn. Happy birthday, Corky! Happy birthday, Sharon! Thank you. That's going to make them so happy. Very, very cool.
Yes.
Check out all those live links in the text description area. Lucy's both Facebook pages, YouTube channel, certainly Pearl Street Station, nonprofits, International Women in Jazz, certainly Staten Island Zoo. We will see you next episode. New season. We're off and running. Thank you most to Lucy Morningstar for being a guest here today.
Thank you for having me.
Hello,
Scott.
Michael Brown, and woof woof the sage out there in the West Coast. We'll see you next episode. Thank you. High five.
Got the horn!
I know he wants the horn.